Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and the channel is Amber Moon. I will be doing love tarot readings on this channel, and I hope that I can bring some insight to others in regards to their person of choice or their partnership, or kind of where they are with their crush kind of deal. I'm going to be looking at different facets of the relationships, past, any of the fears that may be inhibiting or contributing to the situation, and those types of things. And I will be working with several different tarot decks. Today is actually my first day of launching my channel, so I put a welcome video up already. And this will be the first video tarot reading that I've actually done on video live, so I'm a little nervous. But again, I have been reading tarot since I was 15, and I will be 40 in July, so it's kind of intimidating, but I'm trying to embrace it. I'm trying not to freak out. So I just want to say welcome, and we're going to get started, I guess. So I'm not focusing on any sun signs for now, but when I do, they will be individual videos. I don't feel like I have the energetic capacity, excuse me, I can't talk today, to tackle huge spectrum of zodiac signs. So when I do them by zodiac sign, it will be for sun, moon, and rising only. I do not do Venus. It's way too much information for me to try to download. And again, it will be singular videos, so you won't see where I'll be doing all sun signs in one video. I like to focus on one and move from there. So in light of that, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So the first deck I'm going to actually use is going to be the Vice Versa Tarot, one of my favorite decks, recommended by Miss Veronica Ray over on Intuitive Pathways. I do absolutely love her channel. I subscribe, and I am one of her bitches on YouTube. So if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be braving this to begin with. So I want a big shout out to her. Thank you very much for giving me the confidence to sit down and actually do these. And I hope that I will see you on my channel at some time. If not, that's cool too, because I know you're a busy chick and you do lots of readings and you've got all kinds of stuff going on. So, but I did want to say thank you very much for giving me the confidence to start my own channel. And as for Miss Bonafide Bloom, another one of the beautiful bitches over on Intuitive Pathways, she has started her own channel, and I ask that you guys like and subscribe over there as well. She has a lot of potential. She's a little nervous on camera, much like myself, but she's got a lot of really cool videos and information that she's putting out there. So if you guys want to pop over there and check her out as well, that'd be awesome. So we're going to get right into it. I'm just going to be focusing on general energies. I am going to lower the camera so that you can see my shuffle. I'm going to do a pre-shuffle because I haven't worked with these in a little while. So I do want you guys to see my shuffle and know that I'm not just reading a script and drawing cards and guesswork. So be patient with me. I might stutter a little bit. I do say a lot when I get uncomfortable, and hopefully over time that'll get better. But here we go. We're going to focus on whatever past issues are bothering or contributing to the relationship problems. So those of you watching this is intended for male or female, does not matter. Sometimes masculine energies can also be feminine, females, and vice versa. Females do definitely carry a lot of masculine energy as well. So if I say he or she, it's just what I'm getting from the card, and it can pertain either way. So I'm not going to focus on gender here. I'm just going to focus on people in specific and see what messages we get. So I hope you enjoy the reading. Like, share, and subscribe. And here we go. What are the past energies for the people I am meant to connect with today? That was one to jump out. That was the Three of Swords. Again, this is the Vice Versa Tarot. It is a double-sided deck, and the creator of this was on point when this deck was created. I think as a reader, it's probably one of my favorite decks. Oh, that is way too many. I didn't ask for that. Anyway, so we're going to get started here in just a second after we get my energy all over these cards. I would like to know the past energies of this connection. What are the past energies? So again, there are no reversals in this deck because they are double-sided. I like the fact that they are double-sided because it gives me a little bit of insight as to what the underlying issues may be. So when I lay them out, you're going to see them in reverse, well, upside down. But remember that in this deck, there really are no reversals. Well, I guess there are, but it's a little different than traditional tarot. So here we go. And I do flip these over like I would a regular deck of tarot cards because that's just how I read them. And it's more comfortable for me that way. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these. So past energies, we're showing the Queen of Swords reversed. That's kind of your, that's a kind of harsh communication, feminine energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could potentially be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe female, maybe male. But I'm picking up like a coldness and I don't know, like she feels abandoned or maybe done wrong, and whatever she has to say when she does decide to say it's going to be pretty harsh. I also have the Ace of Wands, so this would technically be the reverse side of the Ace of Wands. So here you see that, you know, this is more the planning, the needing to take off, the needing to build and move forward. And here, this is like explosive, like fast action. It's happening now kind of energy for me. So it is a new beginning, but it's after something that's like kind of crazy, kind of harsh in communication. So we also have the Judgment card here, and I really like this card. So I am going to show you the reverse on this. This is the reverse side, and I really like this card because it's them naked in their glory and accepting things as they are, and trying to focus and work through what's going on. And this is that, boom, here it is, it's happening, here we go. I think with these other two cards that are present here, that this has a lot to do with someone feeling betrayed, and the desire to make things right, but not just the desire. Like they feel like the Queen of Wands feels to me like things need to be made right, and she's going to be the facilitator of that, I kind of feel. With that, I'm going to clarify here in a second, but I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Oh, wow. Wow. Love this card. So this is all about balance right here. This is all about balance. Here it's more in the spiritual aspects of the backside of this card is more like your spirit guides and having divine guidance and wisdom kind of showing you the way, showing you the right way. And here it is more you're facilitating that on your own and you're working towards balance, and that's a good thing. So or the other person. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clarify these with the Haunted House Tarot. These are a little more darker, so I want to get more into the fears of, let me talk to you here. I want to get more into the fears of why we're in this situation. Like what was the causing factor of why this person is feeling betrayed and why they feel that there was a huge injustice, and the desire for balance. There's definitely a need for balance here. But I see like it needs this person needs to have balance for everyone involved and justice for everyone involved. So it's not a one-sided, karma thing. Like most people think about karma, I'll be their karma and that type of thing. But I don't think that that's the vibe I'm getting here. I'm getting that there was an injustice, and this Queen of Swords here feels betrayed and hurt. But in the same respect, like this energy here is wanting what's balanced and just for everyone involved in the situation. So this could be a third party thing potentially. I'm not seeing third party, but I'm kind of feeling third party, so I'm going to go ahead and mention that. But there is definitely a need for justice, but I honestly feel like it's more than two people involved in the situation. So we're going to look deeper into that, and we're going to look at the fears of kind of what's going on in this situation. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the camera here so you can see my shuffle, and we're going to get moving. Let's move these where you guys can see them. I want you guys to be able to see what's on the table so that you know I'm not moving things around on you and switching things out. So what are the fears revolving around this relationship, this situation? Again, this is the Haunted House Tarot. I'm not super stoked about the quality of the cards, but I do like the meanings of them. So, and the imagery is very dark. So what are the fears of the people involved in this relationship? Ooh. Got some jumpers here. I usually don't get jumpers. They usually just pop out a little bit, and I take or leave them. But we're gonna go for a couple more here before I get into, wow, okay, here we go. Wow, so here, the images again are pretty dark here with these cards. So this is the Lover's card, and I want to point out right here, remember I said that I felt like there was a third party. Now this is probably one of the crazier versions of the Lover's card, but they are definitely being watched. And so that is going to go ahead and confirm that feeling of mine of that there is a third party involved here. But this did turn up in the reverse, and I think in the reverse it's worse. Because you have that jealousy, you have I don't know, it's that creepy lurker stalker kind of vibe to me. The Lovers represent Gemini, so you may be dealing with a Gemini. And I'm going to go ahead and say it most likely is a Gemini due to the fact that we do have the Queen of Swords here, and she is also reversed. We're going to move along here. Wow, Temperance. So again, we're talking about the balance of things. Like there needs to be a balance, and the fear is that there's going to be no balance in this situation. Sorry, I'm doing this on my laptop, and again, this is my first video doing these. There needs to be some balance here. And that could be Sagittarius for me, like that's Sagittarius, but it could just be needing to light that fire, needing to initiate whatever it is that needs to be initiated, a conversation about justice and about the way you may be feeling or they may be feeling in the situation. I'm not going to choose sides, and I'm not going to say that you're the guilty party or they're the guilty party of having a third party here, but I am definitely seeing a third party, especially in the Lovers reversed. And there are also three people indicated on this card. Now, granted, one of them is a child, but there are still 3 people in this card as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my instinct on that and say that it is revolving around a third party. The Two of Swords. So here it is in the upright. And again, these cards are very dark in color and the messages in which I see in them. Like, so first thing I want to point out here is the moon. I'm really drawn here to the moon. So this card was also in the reverse, so I'm gonna go with, someone is refusing to make a decision or refusing to see the light, like notice that she does have this binding on her eyes, but you can, it looks almost sheer. So if you've not seen these cards, and I'll try to get a close-up view on here, it looks sheer. So it's more the refusal of seeing what's around you, and more the refusal of admitting that something needs to change, and taking the steps towards that. So this is me sitting on my butt. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to rock the boat, or you're fearful of the ramifications of making a choice. But she's clearly aware of what is going on. She's just refusing to see it. And I'm not going to say it's masculine or feminine energy within this, but I do feel like a decision has to be made, and it's going to be pretty harsh when it comes out, and it's going to make somebody very unhappy. But in the long run, I think for the person that's making this decision, it's going to bring balance to the situation. And I kind of feel like there's a marriage involved here. And I'm not sure why I'm feeling that, because I'm not really, well, I do have a Pentacles card here, but I'm not seeing family other than the Pentacles card here. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. But I want to point out that she is sitting in her own. There's no movement here. And most times, Pentacles, they move very slowly, especially the Knight of Pentacles. It's like the moving is like the speed of glue. But here, I'm feeling like there is no movement at all. And the only reason why I'm feeling that is because of this Two of Swords vibe here. So this is the inability to make a decision, and the inability to see the situation around you. And this, coupled with this, I feel like there's no movement forward. There's a desire for movement forward, but I feel like there's not enough information. Like, you don't have all the information you need to actually make a choice in regards to this third party situation. So we're going to go ahead and move these up here so that I have room on my table. So again, I'm going to be referencing all the cards that have been pulled for this reading. Here, I'm going to be clarifying again with, well, not really clarifying, but we're going to extend this reading out a little bit more, and we're going to look at the desires of these two people involved, or three people actually involved in whatever situation this is. Again, this is a non-traditional tarot deck, and the images are very sexy. So if you are offended by sexual images and that type of thing, then this is probably not the channel for you, because I will be using these frequently. What are the desires? So again, I am picking up third party. I am definitely picking up a need for balance. And actually, that is not the Temperance card. That is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Temperance card in this deck, in the Haunted House Tarot, is very, very similar. So I do kind of get them confused. It is a newer deck to me. So, wow. Okay, so that kind of changes things a little bit. Like, somebody's wanting to move forward in this, but there is definitely a need for balance, and there's definitely a need for change, and a decision to be made, but there's a reluctance to make that decision. The Knight of Cups, for me, is, it's an offer, yes, definitely, but in a way it's almost an immature offer. It's that kind of playboy energy for me, and that I'm picking up on the masculine vibe, and that may be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that you may be dealing with, but I am getting more masculine vibes from that. And I'm getting more the feeling that they're the ones in control of what is happening in this third party situation. Kind of sticky. What are the desires in this partnership, this third party situation here? Five of Swords energy. So it's picking up on the conflict, and it's an odd number again. So that's indicative of more than two people. And there's definitely an imbalance. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, but it is in the reverse. And I wanna point this image out to you guys because again, I said this is a very non-traditional tarot. This is creepy. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles for me is usually a wish card, but this is like obsessively crazy. I mean, look at him. She's passed out and he's like on top of her, cutting the lock of hair. Like there is an obsession here. And in the reverse, because it did come up reverse, I get almost a narcissistic, overbearing, scary vibe from this. And that's coming up underneath that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And maybe this is how he's feeling in the situation, if indeed it is a male. But I'm going to go ahead and say it probably is a heterosexual relationship that I'm kind of tapping into here. But she is unaware, and she looks almost like she's been drugged. So I get that feeling of being taken advantage of again. So that brings me back to that Queen of Swords energy, where she's got her back turned. She feels betrayed. And that communication needing to happen. Wow, okay. We have the, basically the Page of Pentacles here. But again, I want to point out the controlling behavior in this card. Even though Pentacles are usually like your security and stability, this is very unstable energy for me. Yeah, it's very controlling, very male-dominated, controlling kind of energy I'm feeling here. And I want to say that if you're the female in this situation, I'm not going to tell you what to do or how to live your life, but I'm going to say the female in this situation should probably take a very, 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 very deep look at the situation and take a step back and make the choice to leave. I'm not really liking the energy that I'm picking up here. Again, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is an offer, definitely. But it feels like a cheap offer to me. Like, hey, if I give you this, will you give me that? That type of energy is kind of what I'm feeling. But I'm also feeling like a friend zone kind of vibe too. So we do have Pentacles coming out here, and Pentacles are Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But I think that more has to do with the stability of the relationship and the stability of where you are in this situation. So, yeah. I see like the wish for balance and the wish for change, but I also see a very, very big reluctance to do so. But I think that's more on the masculine's side, the masculine's point of view. I feel like you're kind of dealing with a playboy here who wants his cake and eat it too. But again, I'm a little concerned with the obsessive energy here and the quarreling and fighting because it seems like it could get potentially dangerous in a way. Not dangerous like physically, potentially physically, but I really don't feel physical. I feel emotional and mental, like someone's trying to control the situation mentally. Oh, that's a lot. I have to breathe. So I would recommend that, you know, you reevaluate your choices, and we need to flip this up. We need to make the choice to get out of the negative energy, the negative vibes that are here. If you are the one that is coupled, like actually coupled to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or air sign, I think that you're the one that's feeling betrayed, because there is a truth here. There's definitely a truth here, and you're finding out that there is that third party, and it's not ideal. It's not healthy for your marriage. I feel like you're all in, but the other party is not, and that is very unfair and very one-sided. I'm going to move on here, and I'm going to keep these here along the side to reference later. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do an advice for the situation. And this oracle deck that I'm using here is the Amy Brown Fairy Wisdom deck. And if you watched my introduction video, then you would know that this is my favorite oracle deck of all time, because I love the images and I love the messages, and I love fairies. So I kind of want to steer this more into a lighter vibe because of I'm feeling very jittery, I'm feeling very jumpy, I'm very nervous with the energies coming through the cards. So I'm going to try to shift that energy for myself and focus on something lighter. So what is the advice in this situation? And I do not read these in reversals. They do not have reversals. I do not read them that way. Oh, wow. The Source of Magic. Okay, so this card to me is kind of like the Hermit. You know, you're going off and seeking knowledge, and you find the answers in your solitude. I really love this card. I really love the vibe of this card. And it kind of reminds me of the Star card as well. So, and I'm gonna point that out here. Like, I'm gonna point it out. Which again is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energies there. And it could just be that we're actually in the sign of Aquarius right now. We're in birthday season for Aquarius. So happy birthday to all you Aquarius bitches out there. But I'm kind of still, I don't know, I'm kind of leaning more towards that Star card vibe for that, like wishing on a star, wishing for things to be better, but actually finding something better. So I think like once that communication comes and it hits, it's going to hit pretty hard, but not like tower hard. It's going to hit pretty hard. But I think that once the decision is made, you're going to be better for it. You're going to be better off. Rescued. Oh, I love this card. Okay, I'll get into that in just a second. Final card here. I need one more card. One more. Let's go with this one. Coffee break. One of my favorite cards in this deck. So this is a very, like I said, light deck. And the messages are lighter than others. So again, I'm going to go with that Star card energy here, that choice needs to be made. But once you do make that choice, it's going to be better off. And then I pulled the Rescued card. I really want you to look at this card. He's coming in and he's swooped her up and he's carrying her away. But I don't feel that this is another person. I feel like this is internal. I feel like you're in a situation where, or the other person is, where you or them need to rescue themselves from the situation, and they need to see it for what it is and make the change. And I get like feeling drained energy, like especially with this card, coffee break, yay, coffee break. Needing a break from all of those energies and taking a pause and taking a step back and seeing the situation for what it is. Like confiding in a friend, I kind of get that feeling. I kind of get that vibe, especially we've got Rescued and we've got coffee break. And it's opening yourself up to someone else to maybe see it from a different point of view. This card kind of reminds me of like the Three of Cups, like, you know, water cooler talk and that kind of stuff. But mostly I'm feeling like you need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation and rescue yourself. Make that choice to get the justice that is needed in this situation. Because once you do, then we're looking at this Star card type energy where there are brighter, bigger, better things ahead. So even though I was a little nervous doing this reading, I'm very happy with the way that it came out. It was very strong energies, very dominant energies and kind of made me feel a little scared, a little nervous for the people that may be in this type of situation. So I want to point out, there are some narcissistic tendencies in this reading, and I'm getting it more on the masculine side. And not to say that I hate men or I'm gonna bash men in this reading, because again, those energies could be pertaining to a female as well. But what I'm feeling is that there's a big change coming, and it needs to come, and it couldn't come sooner. And once it does, there's going to be a new break and a new beginning and a healthier start. So have faith and make good choices.